Good morning. Let me get this. Let me get my garage door shut before I start anything here. Good morning. This is Escape from Trucking. My name's Casey. I've been trucking for 7 years, and this is my YouTube channel about my transition or attempted transition out of the trucking industry. We'll see how that goes. But today I wanted to give folks a follow-up on a project I've been doing, my 2003 Lincoln Town Car that I purchased last January. Oof, I'm driving through a school zone. I gotta slow down. I purchased it last December 2024. Right now it's May 15th, 2025. And I just wanted to give you an update on my town car. It is now up and fully in service. And I am using it as a backup driver and a weekend driver and for road trips. Although I haven't taken any road trips since I got this car, because I haven't really been able to afford any road trips since I got this car. Well, actually, that's not true. I did go to Dallas for a weekend and a half back in April, but we won't talk about that. And I want to give you guys an update on how it's going. Those who may have been watching my channel, maybe you noticed that I bought this town car, and it's been a headache with repairs. The repairs on this thing have been far more than what I had expected. And that I was kind of slowly working through these repairs as I could afford them, piecemeal. Going around to various mechanics and shops here in this East Texas metropolis that I live in. Well, it's up and in service. I got the last of the big repairs done on this thing back in March, actually. I just haven't done an update for you, which I apologize for. Back in March, I got the rack and pinion done. And what happened was I was out driving, and one of the tires popped. The front left hand, the driver's side steer tire popped on me and left me by the side of the road while I was trying to get home from work. And so the conclusion I came to was, it was an old tire, and I was told that the tires were old. So, whew, just lost my thing there. I was told that the tires were old, but they popped anyway, and I had a feeling that it was because of the wobbly tires, the wobbling of the tires due to the failed rack and pinion system. So I say, you know what, screw this. I need to be able to drive this car. I don't want to leave this car out. I don't want to leave this car in my garage for a month at a time. That's not really good for the car. It needs to be out and driven, and in order for me to do that safely without having these problems, I've got to have the rack and pinion changed out. So that's what I did. And I forked out another $1,500. Unplanned. Wasn't planning on doing it that early, but there we are. And you know what? The car is in service now. It's driving. It's been driving very, very well since March. I haven't had any problems with it. It's been an absolute pleasure to drive. I absolutely love driving this car, despite how much it has costed me. So we'll talk about the cost, the overall cost to purchase and repair this car. It's embarrassing. Some of you guys just make me sound, some of you guys just make me feel really stupid. So it makes me hesitant to talk about how much I've spent on this, but what good is a YouTube channel if the host behind it is not honest, right? So I spent $4,500 buying this 2003 town car with 200,000 miles. I spent $4,500 on that. Taxes not included. So let's say $4,800. I spent $4,800 when we include the sales tax. The timing chain system, which I covered in the past, that ended up costing another $4,500. So we're already up to $9,200. The rack and pinion was another $1,500. So now we're up to $10,700. Transmission range sensor plus transmission pan replacement and plugging a leak, I think, in one of the gaskets. That ended up costing me about $1,300 in addition to that. So now we're up to $10,000. Jeez. No, now we're up to $12,000. Oh my God. And then the ball joints were another $700. I want to say like maybe $600. So we're up $12,800. The car plus the deferred repairs ended up costing me $12,800. That does not count. Well, that also counts the transmission fluid servicing, the oil change, the radiator change, because that was the radiator fluid change. So I mean, there's a lot of fluid changes in that go with it. But the car plus the deferred repairs is $12,800. That's almost as much as my 2015 Civic. All in, bro. And I just wanted, all I really wanted was a backup car. And, yeah. I mean, I feel embarrassed talking about it, if I'm being honest. And it occurred to me, like, you know, some of you guys in the comment section are, you're paying way too much, you're getting extorted, where do you... Well, I don't doubt that I'm paying a lot because I'm not a mechanically inclined person. I'm learning, by the way. I am learning. And I am getting better, and these projects have made me better. But, I don't really feel comfortable doing major mechanical things, or even minor ones, even most minor ones. I don't feel comfortable doing. So I know that I'm paying a lot. I know that I'm paying retail. I get that. What I ask, if you think that I'm being extorted or that I'm getting ripped off or whatever, if that's what you think, I ask you to consider this. If you think that because of some of the other or because of some other town car project that you may have done in the past, or some other YouTube videos from other YouTubers, Panther platform enthusiasts that you've seen in the past, understand this. If you're watching videos from 2023 or you're basing your opinion on this from an experience you had in 2021, 2020, 2022 or something like that, or even, gosh forbid, even before that, understand that the cost of parts and the cost of labor is really it's really inflating. It's getting expensive. Even on these cars, it's getting expensive. It's gone up a lot. Okay? So just understand that and give me some leeway as you watch this video. That's all I ask. Would I have bought, if I had known that I was going to go through all this, would I have bought this car? Maybe. well, I would have shopped around. I would have shopped around. I would have kept shopping. And no, I wouldn't have. I wouldn't have bought this car had I known that there were all these deferred repairs. On the other hand, though, another thing I'm learning is when you buy very old cars, they typically come with, this is what another commenter told me, and I think he was right, a fellow that bought a Toyota Avalon from the 90s. I think he was right about this, is that when you do buy these like 20-year-old cars and stuff, typically they come with a lot of deferred repairs. Typically the owner is way behind on those repairs, and it's just kind of the name of the game. So, I did really want a Panther platform car. I probably could have done quite a bit better. I freely admit that, but I did want a Panther platform car, and I've got one now. So, I've got it. I'm stuck with it. I'm keeping it. I'm not selling it. And I absolutely, it is in really every mechanic I take this car to, they tell me like this car is in great, this car was excellently maintained, this car is in great condition. Like, well, if it's in great condition, why does it need so many repairs? I don't know why they all keep saying that, but apparently it was well cared for. Apparently it was garage kept all its life, and I'm definitely garage keeping it myself. And it is really nice to drive. Like, I'm really enjoying driving this morning. What are my plans? And do I plan on buying another one? I will answer that question right here. No. No, I don't think so. I'm not going to buy another car, even though I do really enjoy shopping for cars. I do enjoy looking at cars. I do enjoy acquiring cars. It gives me an amazing dopamine hit that I can't quite explain, which I wish I had explored in my 20s. I'm clearly not in my 20s right now. But that's spilled milk under the bridge. What was I saying? I don't plan on buying anymore for the time being, because I have two very reliable cars, fingers crossed, this and my 2015 Honda Civic. I got my backup car. There's just no feasible reason for a single person living by himself to own 3 cars. 2 is stretching it, if you ask me. 3, I just don't think so. It doesn't make sense. I could sell my Honda Civic and get an older model. If I were to buy a daily driver today, it would be a much older car than what I have. My 2015 Civic, it'd be much older. It'd be a Honda or Toyota of a comparable model, but I wouldn't go for that new. I'd go for the older, just a regular automatic transmission, stuff like that. But when I started this journey, I just wasn't there, so I wanted something a little newer, a little more reliable. Well, reliable. I've learned that new does not necessarily mean reliable, so forgive that misnomer. I would have gone for something older had I started today. But again, every time I buy a car, I got to pay that Texas sales tax, which is like 6 or 7% or something, and it's a lot of money. And I think the economically smart idea 9 times out of 10 is to keep driving the car you have, and that's what I'm going to do. I like my Civic. I like this car a lot. I don't have the garage space for another car. I do have some room on my driveway, but that next car that I would buy, it would be exposed to the elements, which I don't like. If I were to buy another car, a third car, I would fully expect to have a litany of deferred repairs that I would have to do. And I mean, the fact of the matter is, I'm still financially recovering from this one. And I've just about financially recovered from it. And I would like to have a break from paying lots of money, paying big chunks of my budget on car repairs. I would really like a break from that. So, all signs point to me being done buying cars for a good while. Now, there could be a career change coming for me soon, and I might need another vehicle for that in a couple years down the line. But realistically speaking, I have to be happy with what I've got. As much as I'd love to buy another Crown Vic or like an older, like a really old Toyota or a Grand Marquis or even another town car. I'd love to hoard town cars, but it's not feasible. If I have more garage space and more disposable income, that's another thing, by the way. Then I would consider it, but the cost of doing these projects, the DIY stuff, the cost of doing it is higher than I expected it to be. I think it's gone up a lot in recent years, and it's made it difficult for me to do. I mean, I don't know about you other guys, but it's made it difficult for me to do, and so it's limited the scope of what I've been able. I did come into this planning on maybe getting another one of these, because it's kind of an investment thesis. I know that sounds stupid, but it kind of is. I'm almost to my destination. So anyway, those are some other thoughts I've been having. I really do enjoy driving my town car. It's fixed. I'm stuck with it. I'm keeping it, and I'm not selling it unless you want to buy it. And I drive it on weekends. I drive it on my days off, and I would take it on a road trip. And I think I should probably start planning a road trip sometime. But that's what I'm doing. It sure is a pleasure to drive. I think I'm going to start accessorizing my town car now that I've committed to it. I did get this new steering wheel cover. I'll continue accessorizing it here and there once I find the things I like that are on sale. A couple things that I still need to do on this is the windows, they off track, so I can't open and close the windows. It's a real hassle. I still don't do that. The hood struts don't work. I think I need to find some solution to the hood struts. I'm probably going to go with one of those hood strut clamps, which I know they're kind of a crude way of doing it, but it's the most it's cheap, and those hood struts are already dysfunctional anyway. They're already broken, so who cares, right? And I think maybe in the long term I might get some window tinting for these windows, because right now I feel like I'm driving in a fishbowl. Yeah. So that's where I'm at. I'll have more town car updates soon, I guess, because these town car videos are consistently the most watched YouTube videos on this channel. So I don't know. I guess I'm doing something right. I'll keep doing it, and I intend on taking as immaculate care of this car as I possibly can, and babying it as much as I can. So it'll be a backup, a joyrider, a weekend car, a road trip car, whatever you'd like to call it. But anyway, that's all I've got. I won't keep you any longer. If you've watched this long